Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. For this video, I decided to make a red velvet jelly roll. Instead of a jelly roll filling, it was going to have a cream cheese and whipped cream frosting filling. I started off by going through the recipe and making sure that I had all the steps well understood before I started to bake anything. I did have some troubles with rolling the cake after it came out of the oven, so stay tuned for that. So we begin the recipe by mixing the eggs until they're very light and fluffy. This took me about a total of 5 minutes to make sure that they had incorporated enough air. Once the eggs were ready, I made sure to mix all the wet ingredients and the sugars until they were well combined, and I then added it to the egg mixture until it was all fully combined as well. Once the egg and sugar mixture looked good, I added the dry ingredients that I had sifted beforehand. I started by using the hand mixer, but then I switched over to a spatula to fold in the remaining ingredients. I really wanted to make sure that I didn't overwork the batter and made sure to incorporate and keep as much of the air that I had made in the first step. I prepared the baking sheet as best as I could. I used parchment paper and a lot of baking spray. I really didn't want this cake to stick in the baking process, but little did I know this isn't where I would have the issue with sticking. In case you're wondering about the dimensions of the cookie sheet, I will be posting the recipe down below in the description box, so you should be able to find that in there. After adding all the batter, I made sure to spread it in an even layer, and I made sure to pop out any air bubbles by tapping it gently on the table. So this is where I went wrong. Instead of using a tea towel, I used parchment paper. I also probably didn't use enough powdered sugar, and then after rolling the cake in this step, I put it in the fridge, which I think the condensation from the hot to cold may have caused the cake to stick onto the parchment sheet. When I removed the cake from the fridge and unraveled it, it was stuck to the parchment and cracked, and there was no way I could roll it, so I had to remake it the next morning. This is my second attempt at making the cake roll, and I was trying not to be scared. I tried to make sure I coated it with enough powdered sugar, so just to make sure that it didn't stick. After adding a whole bunch of powdered sugar, I carefully plopped the cake onto the tea towel. I added an extra dusting of powdered sugar because that's what I had seen Martha Stewart doing in one of her jelly roll recipes. Then I very, very carefully rolled it, making sure not to squish it, and then I let it rest on the counter until it was a little less than room temperature, and while that was cooling off, I made the cream cheese and whipped cream frosting. It was just a simple frosting with half a stick of cream cheese, about a quarter cup of powdered sugar, a little bit of salt, and half a cup of whipped cream. And I just whipped it until it was about a frosting consistency. I was so happy to see that the cake did not get stuck this time. It really did pay off to try again, even though I kind of wanted to give up and not make another jelly roll for a while. Gently spread on the frosting because I really didn't want to break this cake, and gently rolled it again. It was super delicate, so I just recommend being very careful while you're rolling and just handling the cake in general. Just one last dusting of powdered sugar to hopefully cover up the cracks in the cake. And it was finished. This cake was really yummy. It was nice and light. The sponge was nice and light, and then the filling was not too sweet. I thought it complemented it really well. I'm really excited to have another slice tomorrow with some coffee. Thank you for your time and for watching this video. I hope you come back for more. I will be posting videos on a weekly basis. Don't forget to subscribe.